What's up, everybody? It's Tim from the Half-Ass Podcast. So I promised you guys a video every day, so let's get started. When I woke up this morning, I'd planned on doing a kind of upbeat video, something maybe a little bit more fun, kick off the weekend on an uptick, right? And I started searching the internet looking for something to talk about and really wasn't having much luck. And then someone sent me a message and said, "Hey, Tim, watch this video." And it was a real short video, maybe like 15 to 20 seconds. And we've all seen those man on the street interviews where someone's walking down the street and just puts a microphone in somebody's face and asks them a question, kind of puts them on the spot. And that's pretty much what this was. It was in a mall, and the interviewer saw this guy approaching, and he walked up to him and he said, "Hey man, can I ask you a question?" And the guy's like, "Nah, I'm good." And kind of walking. He goes, "No man, can I ask you a question?" And you could see the kid just kind of, he's like, "Yeah, go ahead. What is it, man?" And the interviewer says, "What's a quote that you live by?" And the kid looks at him and he says, "Man, I don't really live anymore. I just kind of drift through life." And walked on. And the interviewer kind of just was a little dumbfounded. He said, "All right, man. Good luck." And the video just stuck in my head for some reason, to see the pain and suffering on this kid's face, probably 25 to 30 at the oldest. And the fact that he kind of already given up, sad. I couldn't get it out of my head. And then it got me to thinking about this book I read. And the foreword of the book was written by the author's friend. I'm not going to share the author's name, but you guys will probably figure it out. But the author of the foreword, his name was Norman Doidge, and he is a psychoanalyst and psychiatrist out of Canada. And talks about the first time he met the author. They were at a party, and it was kind of one of those parties where intellectuals get together and they talk and they discuss problems and issues and kind of have a real nice conversation and discussion and back and forth on topics. And he said he was pretty impressed because the author was really comfortable speaking in front of people and kind of just jumped right into it. And he said that the author, he said the thing that really struck him about the author was the way that this dude had such a vast knowledge on so many things, but never really was like condescending or anything. He said he talked to you like a child who had just learned something, was just so eager to share his knowledge with you. And that's what kind of helped bond that friendship for them. And then, that led to other conversations, and eventually, they would hang out at each other's houses, sipping tea and discussing the world's problems. And then he said this. He said that the author, they were discussing some suffering. So the author told him this: life is suffering. If you or someone close to you is suffering, that's sad, but alas, that's not particularly special. We don't suffer only because politicians are dim-witted, or that the system is corrupt, or that because you and I, like almost everyone else, can legitimately discuss in some way being a victim of someone or something. It's because we're born human and we are guaranteed a good dose of suffering. And chances are, if you or someone you love isn't suffering right now, you will be within the next 5 years, unless you were freakishly lucky. Yeah, he said that. It's pretty deep, right? And as if that's not enough, the last piece of information I'm going to share with you is a quote I came across right after I started writing all this down. Whatever is happening to you has been waiting to happen to you since the beginning of time. That's pretty deep, right? It just makes me think that we all sit around thinking about our suffering and our problems and our woes. But some of it's just out of reach. It's out of our comprehension how this stuff could happen to us, because it's all part of a bigger plan, a greater plan, a plan we can never even fathom understanding. Now that's kind of scary, right? But just leads me back to this, that the conversations we have with our friends, the joking around about our problems, the laughing at each other's pains, might be the only thing that's going to help us get through this. And if we can do those things together, maybe we'll all be all right. So I'm going to send you guys a message tomorrow as well. Hope you guys all have a great night, and talk to you guys tomorrow.